I think Bee Swarm Simulator is the ultimate depiction of persistence. You start out with nothing but a shovel, sack, and a single bee companion. You have that one goal in mind, to become the #1 honeymaker in the world, but the journey to greatness is not so easily achieved. He who climbs the ladder must begin at the bottom. That is the ordeal of every successful person, taking the small steps from getting a new and stronger bee or getting the better tools, learning how to stack buffs, the best fields for your bees, or utilizing the different gameplay mechanics within the game. Over time, you'll see just how much impact taking the small steps affects your hive. Bee Swarm Simulator isn't just a game about bees, it's a story that teaches us to appreciate everything that has helped us on this journey. It's a story about rising from nothing to everything. Bee Swarm Simulator. Roblox is packed with many games from many different genres, but when it comes to the simulators, Bee Swarm Simulator has dominated it for years. In this video, I will be breaking down why Bee Swarm Simulator is the king of all Roblox simulators. It's that time of the video again. If you've enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing to my channel. It helps me out a lot. Anyways, back to the video. Before we go any further, we need to look into the origins of Bee Swarm Simulator. Bee Swarm was created by a sole developer named Onnet, this guy right here. Bee Swarm was launched publicly on March 23, 2018. From then on, the game's popularity skyrocketed like crazy. Within the first couple of months, the game reached a milestone of 100 million visits and 1 million favorites. Bee Swarm's popularity didn't stop there. It went on to achieve even crazier numbers, even winning a Bloxy Award. To this day, Bee Swarm still has over 30,000 concurrent players on a daily basis, despite its longevity. But what makes Bee Swarm Simulator so different from every other simulator? First, I'd like to talk about the amount of layers of content Bee Swarm Simulator has. Bee Swarm Simulator is not like your average simulator game. It doesn't follow repetitive concepts like most simulators, mainly the rebirth system. Click, sell, buy better gear, and repeat the whole process for God knows how long. Bee Swarm Simulator freshens itself out with mechanics like memory match, ant challenge, stick bug, stickers, even adding bosses like King Beetle or Tunnel Bear, depending on the level you're at. This game also has a very deep progression system, different quests, gear, badges, bees, and a lot more, so you can play this game on end for months and still not have all the best equipment or all the quests done. More importantly, this game has a pretty cool theme music. How can you not jam with that music on repeat? Second, Bee Swarm is not a pay-to-win game by any means. If you take a look at the Bee Swarm store, you'd realize how much of a scam it is to buy these. 5 million honey for 1,700 Robux? That's actually absurd. A month of dedicated grinding would get you that amount in no time. So if there are any starting Bee Swarm players out there, don't buy any of these, as later in the game you can make that amount in like 5 minutes or less as a middle class player. Or anyone who's too broke won't need to feel too stressed out about catching up, as it's only time you need to progress in this game. Well, if you want to spend, then just buy the bear bee or ×2 honey. Then again, if you're broke, you won't need to. Another point I'd like to add is about Bee Swarm's simplistic nature. It gives off a calm and relaxing feeling, like returning home from school every day and hopping on Bee Swarm just to take your mind off of things. It's also worth to mention that the amount of effort you put in actually feels like you've earned it. Whether it's getting your favorite mask or the newest tools, it's good that your efforts actually paid off. This one applies to me. I don't know about you guys though, you probably find the same feeling anywhere, but for me, it's Bee Swarm. Third, this point is a bit controversial, so heads up. I love the strategical mindset needed to play Bee Swarm, especially when it boils down to picking between red, blue, or white hives. and depending on which color you choose, really impacts the buffs needed to fully maximize your honey output. Whether it's picking the right bees for your hive, the right passes for your star amulet, right buffs on all your amulets, the possibilities are just endless. Unlike other simulators, it doesn't present much of a challenge. Aside from trying to top the leaderboard, even though it depends on the amount of time you spend for any simulator game to reach the leaderboards, Bee Swarm also has unique buffs and passives that could make or break where you stand on the leaderboard. Also, there's macro, I guess. Bee Swarm also encourages you to work together with other players to help each other progress with mechanics like summoning the meteor showers, summoning sprouts to help share rewards between you and the others. In fact, it's often more rewarding and it helps you make friends. Damn sure wish this happened to me. Of course, everything I said in this video is just my opinion. If you guys have conflicting points, just slap it in the comments and I'll probably reply to it. Overall, Bee Swarm is just that game. I also love Onnit's devotion to the game, even though we haven't been getting much updates. And I think that's a good thing. I feel like having way too many updates in a short period of time would kill the game sooner or later. And even with the yearly update thing, Bee Swarm is still doing pretty good, which is already an impressive feat considering it's a simulator game. And the fact he worked on the game alone. Well, that's all I had to say. Once again, if you've made it this far, please consider subscribing, as that would help me out a lot. Just another push and we've reached 1,000 subscribers. Well, bye guys. Next video will probably be part 3 of the Last Guest series. When will that come out? I don't know.